everybody, welcome back to Christian Called Conservative. Consider subscribing to the channel, guys, and putting a thumbs up on the video if you find this informative or interesting to you. As always, put a comment on the bottom. I look forward to them and I appreciate them. So, did I ever tell you guys that I am a therapist? Like, I'm a mental health therapist. I am a social worker. I'm a clinical social worker. Not the social worker who takes your kids from your house when you're being bad. Those are actually caseworkers, no disrespect, but social workers are licensed providers, which I am. I bring that up because of today's topic. So on Facebook, I belong to a group that is kind of like a staying connected. So like, where do you get the best Mai Tais? Where do you get the best dog groomers, things like that? And at some point last week, there was a post on there that was requesting a Black therapist. So for literally 0.35 seconds, I was going to say, hey, I'm a Black therapist, but then I thought about it. Why does the therapist have to be Black? So before I was going to put my comment in, I saw one comment that said, that's right, girl, you need to have a Black therapist because what in the world does a white man know about what you've been through and what how you feel about being oppressed and the struggles of being Black? And I had to stop reading because I was like, dear God, they don't get it. So my comment said, and I was trying to find it because I really want to read you what I wrote. It was more the fact of, as a Black therapist, just because you and I look alike doesn't mean I'm the best therapist for you. And I continued with the notion that you need somebody that's going to meet your needs, that's going to challenge you, that's going to encourage you and empower you. And the fact that we have the same skin tone means absolutely nothing. I can be a completely jacked up therapist and be Black. Or would you prefer someone who may not look like you, but is licensed and certified and has a good reputation? So I concluded with, please consider the reputation of the therapist. Please consider the relationship that you develop with the person and not their skin tone. And I said, in regards to the comment above, I am Black and I'm sorry I don't relate to being oppressed because I'm not oppressed. And so there was never a comment about what I wrote, but that was really interesting. And here's the thing, here's my confession to you guys. Like I said, I will always be honest with you and I will always be transparent. Once upon a time, I did have that thought. Once upon a time, I figured that, hey, if we looked alike, you might be able to, I can relate to you. And I'm sorry, there are certain things I don't relate to. There are certain things that I don't understand as far as the culture of a particular group. I don't want to say being Black. I've been Black for pretty much all my life. And so it's not about the color, but it's about the experience. And so I used to think that. I used to think, yeah, you would need to be with a woman, or you would need to be with someone who's Black. And then I thought about it, even in my own practice. I mean, I see people who have serious addiction problems, who have PTSD and anxiety, and I do not relate at all to that. But I am encouraging and I am empowering and I'm giving them resources that can help them be better. And they can live life on life's terms when life comes at them without their permission. That's my job. My job is not for us to look alike and so therefore I can be a good therapist for you. That's not the case. Think about it. Your cardiologist does not have to have a heart attack to be able to help you with your cardiovascular problems. And so that's the same notion as far as like, you need to be Black to understand what I've gone through as a Black person. I'm sorry, I don't know what some of the stuff that people have gone through. I don't relate to that. So I always say it is all about the reputation of a therapist. It's all about the recommendation of a therapist. Like if one person has seen this person and they're like, hey, I like this person. They helped me out. They made me feel better and challenged me. That's our job. And a lot of times I say with my clients is, I'm not your friend. My job is to give you information and to challenge you to do something different. So, like I said, there was no comment on that Facebook post, but I wonder if there ever will. But with that, I was thinking about the different companies that are trying to be more diverse. And I was thinking about like the airline, I think it's United, Airlines who wants to be more diverse with their pilots. Here's the thing. Would it be really cool to see more Black people as pilots or as doctors or as anchor people, anchormen, anchor women? Sure, but I'd much rather the person who could do the job. I don't really care if you're polka dots with horns coming out of your head. I need you to fly that plane and get me to my destination in one piece. So yeah, once upon a time, that would be really cool, but I don't really care what you look like. If you're my surgeon, I don't really care if you're Black, because that's not going to let me know you're going to take care of me. I need to know that you have a good reputation, you haven't been sued, and you've been doing this for a little bit. Okay, so if you've got polka dots, I don't really care. Can you take care of me? Can you take care of my kid? When my son had to be recommended for a specialist for oral surgery, I didn't give a flip what they looked like. I just wanted someone who's going to take care of my son. And so Black, white, polka dots, I don't care. It's all about, well, one, does my insurance cover you? And two, are you effective and were you highly recommended? And this particular specialist was. Anyway, with all this, I guess they're calling it wokeism, and then people's desire to have more diversity and whatever, sure, that'd be really pretty, but maybe that person doesn't want that job. Maybe that person isn't, dare I say, qualified for that job. You're not seeing a lot of Black pilots because maybe there aren't Black pilots out there. Or maybe the Black pilots don't have enough airtime, flying time, to be a part of United or all the other airlines out there. So sure, it'd be beautiful, a nice little rainbow of all of us. That's great, because that's what's gonna look like in the kingdom anyway. But my thing is, maybe they just don't want that job. So before we go jumping to conclusions like, oh, I didn't get picked because I'm Black, maybe you didn't get picked because you don't do the job well. Maybe because someone else is more qualified than you. Maybe because you didn't present yourself that would warrant that particular job. So let's just stop the nonsense as far as I didn't get the position because I'm Black. Maybe because that person's resume was better and more polished. Okay, so before you go getting excited about, oh, they're trying to keep us from this empire or this network or this environment, check yourself. Check yourself. Because for me, every job I've gotten. Now, there are some jobs I've applied for that I didn't really care and I didn't get it. But when I put forth the effort, and this is not me boasting, this is just me showing you that I'm not oppressed. If there's a job I want, I get it. So anyway, short and sweet for today. Again, it's, for me, I don't really give a flip what color you are. I need you to do the job well. So anyway, I thank you very much for joining Christian Called Conservative. Again, give us a thumbs up for me. Subscribe to the channel. Put a comment on the bottom. Share this with a friend. And I will see you again soon. I thank you. God bless you. Take care.